Go live, YouTube. What they do. YouTube, need some clarity over here, YouTube. Boom. How y'all doing, YouTube? It look fuzzy. What's going on here? You ready? On the march, get set, ready, go. How y'all feel this morning? Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. You gotta come on in. It's too hot outside not to come on in. Did you hear me? I said it's too hot. It's too hot outside not to come in. You might as well. You might as well come on in. Come on into the assignment. Did you hear me? I see as I get ready, you feel me? I told y'all every day, I ain't gonna always be ready. So I'll get ready, you know what I'm saying? Right in the front of y'all. How about that? I'll get ready right here in the front of y'all. I got me nice. I did get stopped by the refrigerator and got me my tropical rhythms. I need something. I really need something hot this morning. I really need something hot, but maybe I'll drink something hot after I get off. But right now, I just need to pick something up and come on to the assignment right quick. Drop this word in y'all spirit. You feel me? Drop this word in your eardrum. That's all. Your tympanic membrane. Make it bounce hard this morning. You feel me? Make your tympanic membrane bounce hard. Hey, check this out, y'all. You know, the other evening, right? I had my shades on, so I was riding down the street, and I had my the cap, my ball cap on, and so I had my shades on. I had these shades for a while too. These Gucci boys, you feel me? I saw these, so I had them on, chilling, and so my face kind of itched, and I pulled them off like this. When I pulled it off, I didn't pull it straight out, and it popped my arm off of my shades, my favorite pair of shades. And so, y'all know, what did I do? What did I do when the shade man came back through the scene? What did I do, y'all? You know I bought me a fresh pair, right? I bought me a fresh pair. And so I said, you know what, let me switch it up a little bit based on the fact that, y'all hear me? Hey, listen, I'm sorry, y'all. I got to get used to this mic. I hope y'all was able to hear me all this time. But anyway, so at the same time, I bought me old fresh. You feel me? A fresh pair of green emerald. The emerald. You see the emerald joints? Yeah, I got the green emerald joints on them right now. You feel me? A whole nother fresh pair. You know, bamboo earrings, at least 2 pair. So I got to clean these bad boys up and get me a, you know what I'm saying? Even though it don't match with what I have on today, so I want to have some green on, so I can rock my green joints. I got the green emeralds on. You feel me? See how they look? The green emeralds. Yeah, these are nice too. It's a nice pair of shades. You feel me? This is a nice pair. You see the green? The green emerald, but they won't match what I got on today, but it's all good. How y'all feel this morning? What they do? We gonna mildew, barbecue, or stew. Which one we gonna do? You feel me? we got the barbecue and stew. It's too dark in here for that. Y'all say no, not today, huh? Maybe for another day, right? I don't think it's gonna rock today. What you think? I get away with it? No, I ain't think so either. I just wanted to show y'all my green pair. Green pair. I forgot what kind he told me this was. This, y'all know I don't like all that Dolce and Gabbana or stuff all around the glass. I don't like all that. I like mine real subtle. So you gotta look real good in order to see what pair they are. You feel me? I don't like it when it's big and dookie all up. I don't like that. Anyway, it's all good in the neighborhood. I go back to my floochies. Y'all know I don't have no problem with it now. These right here is these the Gucci's. Yeah, they Gucci. Uh-huh. Yeah, them Gucci's. Yeah, them the Gucci boys. You feel me? Regular ones I normally wear all the time. I probably can get away with this one right here. How y'all think? What y'all think? Get away with it? Alright. Just let me know if y'all get disturbed, y'all. Okay, y'all know I had a couple of people. Hey, I can't take you serious. I can't take you serious with no shades on in the morning. Yeah, one person told me. I told him this. I said, look past the shades, soldier. Because if that's the case, you might not be able to look past the color of my melanated. You feel me? If you're all that concerned, you might not even be able to look past the melanated skin. It's one of my little, my I don't know if he was Hispanic or whatever. One of my brothers and sisters from another ethnicity. But it's all good. How y'all feel this morning? Come on in. Yeah, that's good going down. Yeah, how y'all feel? Come on in. Mm-hmm. Y'all might well come on through the set. You know what I'm saying? Y'all might as well come on through the set. Might as well. Mm-hmm. Y'all come on in. Yesterday we had a good little session in here with all that talking about the declutter game. How we gonna mess around here and mess around and go ahead on and declutter and everything that's hindering or stagnating or preventing you from becoming the best version of yourself that you can become. You might have to declutter, right? I told y'all the whole story about these bags. You feel me? That really just threw me off yesterday. But anyway, I'm here this morning. I'm on my assignment. I'm here. I am Kendrick B. Davis Sr. I am your thought-provoking specialist. I am your health-conscious coach and your intellectual content creator. I'm also your podcast professor. All you need is a master's. You feel me? All you need is a master's. We good on that. And so I'm here. We done talked about the summer solstice earlier this week. We talked about the energy vampires, that they are energy vampires in the earth that's ready. They sitting around ready, waiting on you just to, for them to attack you with all their bad energy and all their long day and drained out energy that they have in their mind. And they ready to attack you, and you had a good day at the office. You had a good day, So they finna bring all that bad energy. They're finna bring all that bad energy to you. I noticed something about people. This is what I discovered. If you don't let them get off, if you don't let them get all the way off, so till they full, till they release and defecate and they defecate in your thought process, in your presence, or in your they'll do it to you. And so what I'm discovering about people is when you don't let them just do it the way they want to do it to you, and you say, hey, not today. I really don't want to hear it. I really don't want to be bombarded by your day and all the ups and the downs and the trials and tribs that happen in your day, if you start building yourself some boundaries, right, and some borders and some limitations, and you limit these people access to you, and you limit their accessibility, where they don't have the ability to just call you at any given time and just bombard you with all they stuff. Let me tell you something. You start putting your foot down, right? When you start to actually not answer the phone anymore, or in the middle of the conversation when you done heard about 2 or 3 minutes and you see what path or avenue or boulevard they're getting ready to go down this street, and you say, hey, do me a favor, just let me call you back. Give me an opportunity to debrief for my own day. I don't have the ability at this moment, after talking to all these amount of people in the course of a day or a week or a month, right? And then they want to call you on a day when you got your own stuff going on, and you start saying, hey, no, right now, not right now. I can't handle it right now. You're going to have to hold your day, or either call somebody else and dump on them, you know what I'm saying? Defecate in their psychological maladaptive behaviors. You feel me? So you dump on them, just not right now for me. And so when you start blocking them, and you start preventing them from just getting off, they'll call you just to get off. You feel me? They'll call you just to kind of like throw your day off because they had a bad day. That little slogan about misery love company. Did y'all hear me? I said that little slogan about misery loves company. I'm almost starting to believe that is a true cliche in the earth. That misery loves company. And so if they're miserable, then they gonna show enough do what need to be done in order to make that misery come your way. And so I think as we move through this thing called life, and as we start paying attention to all of the ins and the outs and the trials and the tribs, right, we're gonna have to know when enough is enough. When is enough enough? That's what I'm gotta ask you right now. That's what I'm asking you right now. When is enough enough? When have you had enough? Yeah, it's all subjective, I know. It's all based on the individual who's actually saying it, I know. But I've had enough to a certain degree of people just wanting to dump, especially if you ain't told me nothing good earlier. If you want to tell me something bad, if you're going to tell me one bad thing, you got to tell me at least 3 good things first. That's the only way I'm going to protect my peace. Did you hear me? I said, if you're going to tell me something bad, right, you just got it in your spirit. I got to tell him something bad. I'm letting you know, ma'am. Hey, sir, I'm letting you know in advance. Hey, cuzzo, all my brothers and my sisters out there, I'm letting you know in advance. Come and tell me the 3 things, the good things first, so I can prepare my mind and my heart for that one bad thing that I'm going to let you share from your day. Because I promise you, if you call me on the first 2-3 minutes, and I'm listening intuitively to the call to see which way the direction of this call is getting ready to go, and the first thing you start doing is, oh, I had a long day, a draining day, and a day with the office, and a day, you know what I'm saying, that goes, if you start talking like that, listen. I think I'm going to have to tell you, hey, man, not today. I'm going to eventually have to say, not today. Not today. I'm not doing it today. I'm not doing it with you today. Not today. Not today. So maybe I can be a little nicer. But what I'm discovering about this thing called life, right? I don't think I'm I don't really think I'm nice. I ain't nothing nice out here. I don't really think I'm friendly either. I don't really think I'm friendly, y'all. I ain't officer friendly out here in these streets, man. I'm really not. I don't think I'm friendly, and I don't really think I'm nice. I think I'm all right. I think I can be okay periodically. But just like you fluctuate, I fluctuate too. Every day, I don't want to just be bombarded with all your stuff. Y'all already know what I do for a living. And so at the same time, I have to put these necessary buffers in place and remove all these necessary items out my area. That's the decluttering part, right? As we talked about yesterday, we got to declutter periodically. And so when you have a lot of people pulling on you, and if you are a therapist or counselor or a coach or a mentor, or or you're an educator, like I talked to one of my educator friends, and she was telling me how those kids, the kids that she teach at a middle school. So middle school children, they're transitioning, and they're not the little babies from elementary, and they're not really mature enough all the way from high school mentality. So they're middle school, so they're in transition. Maybe they got a one string of hair on their arm, and one time they didn't see a piece of hair on them. Now they done went crazy, like my kids did, my boys. As soon as they seen one piece of hair, they ran out the room and pulled the one string up on them. I'm like, look, I got a string, and they just went ballistic after that. So anybody know that y'all have teenage kids, and if you know that your children like is in middle school, they're in transition. They're transitional years. And so my school teacher friend, she was like, look, she's like, man, they drain me because they're always pulling from me. They always pulling on me about something. Like she's a favorite teacher. And so all the kids for lunch break want to go hang out in her room. And so she's like became their mom. And her daughter ended up being at the same school that she teach at, right? So her daughter is kind of jealous, like, get away from my mother. Like, that's my mom. You feel me? I don't want you all around hanging around my mama, all day. That's my mother. And so now she done got in there and got kind of protective of her mom because she see her mom giving other children in the school attention. So she said, I don't know if I'm able to be able to do a second year of this, a third year of this. I think this is her first year. She said, I don't know if I have the ability to do 2 consecutive years of education based on the fact that my child is in the same school that I'm in, that I'm teaching in, and all these kids that their mothers and fathers not really attentive or aware of what they got going on. And a lot of them she was telling me about a lot of the kids in middle school right now is going through some gender biases, some gender disparities. He said that a lot of that is going on now, where kids are going through gender disparity. They when the girls already experiencing how we know, we see it. And some of the boys are going through their gender conundrum, and so it is what it is. But at the same time, I'm just here to tell y'all that we got to continue to declutter. Maybe this is declutter part 2. You start seeing people that's pulling on you real heavy and real hard. And every time you turn around, they need something. Every time you turn around, they have a question for you, or they're pulling from you in some shape, form, or fashion. You might know that you might be entangled with an energy vampire. You feel me? You might just be entangled with an energy vampire, person that just has the energy that want to just take, and pull from your energy and cause your energy to be drained. They got to be the center of attention throughout the whole entire conversation. They never gonna ask you about how you feel or what's going on with you. How was your day? They gonna just pick the phone up and start talking about their day and how it all went. So as the person that's receiving this, and as a person that's on the receiving end of what we're talking about right now, we might have to start telling them, hey, look, not today. Not today. I can't do it today. And see how much your friend love you. Do they love you enough to respect what you're saying? Did you hear me? Do they love you enough to say, you know what, you're right. I shouldn't even drop that on your spirit. I shouldn't even drop that in your tympanic membrane. Yeah. Ooh-wee. So y'all know how I sit here, right? I mean, we've done this before, right? You know, I sat here for a whole hour and didn't say nothing. And still was on my assignment, right? So maybe a day is the day that we can close our eyes and tap into the music. This frequency that we're listening to right now, it says it's the strength of God. This frequency that we're listening to right now, it says it is the strength of God. That's what it said. That's why I chose it. I'm here this morning to tell you, tap into his strength when your strength has been depleted. Did you hear me? I say when you feel as though your strength has been depleted, I believe that man's extremities is God's opportunity. That's what I believe. I believe sometimes he will allow you to get to the end of your rope. I believe that he would allow you to do all the things that you so desired, so much so to where you're tired. You're at the end. And I believe that man's extremity, when you went to your extreme, it's God's opportunity to step in and take you the rest of the way of this thing called life. And so this sound that you hear right now is the strength of God. That's what it said. As I clicked on it this morning, it says it's the strength. It's his strength, the strength of God. So we'll tap into this music right here. We'll tap into this vibration. Why you feel as though you can't tap into the frequency? I know that we all been trained, and we've trained our minds to tap in. You hear it? Take some deep breaths. Breathe through the process. Did you hear me? I said, go ahead and take some deep breaths. Come on, let's do it. What I want y'all to do, right? I want you to take a deep breath in through your nose. I want you to pull all of the air into your lung from throughout your nose, right? And I want you, when you exhale, I want you to exhale through your mouth. We're going to do this breathing exercise at least 3 times, right? You ready? All right, here we go. Take a deep breath in. Expand your lungs. Hold it. When you breathe out, I want you to breathe and push your diaphragm up to expose all of the air out of your lungs, right? So when you breathe in, I want you to come in through your nose. And I want you to hold it a few seconds. And then when you breathe out, I want you to breathe out through your mouth. With your mouth slightly open. I want you to push your diaphragm all the way and empty your lung, right? Okay, here you go. You ready? Here it is. Take a deep breath in. Hold it. I want you to tighten them abs all the way up. When you push and you exhale all the way out the bag, we exhaling all of the limitations. We exhaling all of the boundaries and the borders that we put ourselves in through all these concepts and narratives and ideologies. When you exhale, I want you to push it all the way out. When you inhale, I want you to inhale all goodness, all mercy, all ever loving, all kindness, all tenderness. I want you to inhale all of the goodness in the earth and exhale all of the bad out of your body. Any toxins, any diseases. Where you get the word disease from, it's a dis-ease in your body. When you're in pain, you're in dis-ease. That's where they get the word disease from. And so what I want you to do is, come on, inhale one more time. Good. Inhale through your nose, hold it for a few seconds, and then exhale through your mouth. And when you exhale, I want you to push it all out. Your whole diaphragm should be pushed out. Your stomach should be tight and empty. You ready? All right, come on. Take a deep breath in. You feel that reset? Did you feel it? If you did it the appropriate way, look, it's about to make me yawn. You should feel it. You should feel slightly lightheaded or dizzy a little bit, just slightly, not major, just slight. Since this is the frequency of the Most High, and He say we shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. This is His shadow. You could tap into His shadow right now through sound. This is His frequency, and it's intensified. Yes, it is. And so it's a blessing to be here this morning. I am Kendrick B. Davis Sr. I am your thought-provoking specialist. I am your health conscious coach and your intellectual content creator. I'm also your podcast professor. And this morning, y'all know, we're unscripted. Maybe we'll tap back into something deep and profound tomorrow. But right now, today, maybe this is a relaxation day. Maybe this is a day of relaxation. You can take a deep breath and then breathe through the process of life. Did you hear me? I said we might as well breathe through this process called life. Because life be lifing out here, right? Math sometimes don't be mathing. Finances sometimes don't be financing. But at the same time, one thing we gonna know that we will be able to do is do life. We can do life together. And maybe this is my assignment for you. Maybe I'm here to help you lead and guide and understand and comprehend the vast expansions of our inner world. Because maybe there is an inner world within you, ma'am. Hey, ma'am, there is an inner world within you. Hey, sir, there's an inner world within you. Yes, it is. There's an inner world. And what I'm discovering about grown men and grown women, right, that have been on this earth 30, 40, 50, and 60 and 70 years that tap into this live, tap into this conscientious thoughts. I can tell you this, that in every grown woman, there's a little girl. I can tell you that. And in every 50 and 60 and 70-year-old man, there's still a little boy inside the man. So it depends on who you're talking to at the moment. Did you hear me? I say it all depends on who you're speaking to at that moment, by which they respond. You have to sit back and say, wait a minute, is this a 70-year-old man speaking? Or is that 7-year-old little boy inside that man that's speaking at the moment? And so at the same time, we know that we're going to need to know how to decipher. When that woman tell you certain things, sir, it might be that little girl. It might be that little girl that's speaking to you at that moment. Your wife, she might be 50 years old, and there's still a little girl inside that grown woman. And so at the same time, we need to be sensitive enough and understanding enough and compassionate enough and empathetic enough to understand that that's a grown-ass woman. But she's talking from the little girl that's inside of her. Yeah. And it go down just like that in the earth. At least that's what I'm discovering. That's why sometimes I believe relationships can be hard. I know they try to claim, oh, it's only hard as you make it. Nah. If you got two separate entities, right, coming together in the earth, and you got two separate entities, a whole man, a whole woman, right? She's coming up on that side of the mountain in life, started from her birth, day, month, and year. And you coming up on the other side of the mountain, sir, started from your month, day, and year, that you could not have came into the diaspora no time before then, and you couldn't came in no time after then. It took that exact moment at that birth, at your birth, the month, the day, the year, even down to the millisecond. You couldn't have came in this earth no time before then. You couldn't have came in no time after then. It had to be at that time that you came in. That was the time that was allotted for you to get here to the metaverse, right? And so you got in here. She came in at her time. Y'all both matriculated in different cities, probably different states, different parts of the country, different parts of this world. Y'all all have separate upbringings. And then you try to bring all that stuff that you learned through your environmental perspective or through your atmospheric environments and things of this nature. And you try to bring all that to the table, right? And then y'all meet at a certain location. So she got all her baggage. You got all your baggage, bro. And I'm telling y'all right now that when it comes into saying that you're finna get into a relationship, right? I think it's only gonna be two things that happen. Did you hear me? I said when you bring all your baggage in and she bring all her baggage in, there's only gonna be two things that happen. I think coincide and collide is the word. Hey, I promise you that word, those two words dropped heavy in my spirit as I was just talking just then, right? You say they either gonna coincide or they're gonna collide. Mm-hmm. That's what's gonna happen. You either gonna coincide or you gonna collide. And so what I'm discovering about people is that they might have the ability initially to coincide, to cohabitate, to co-create. to co-create. Uh-huh. But as time progresses and the real true them starts to show up, especially for the ones that don't have discipline or control over their mouths, over their mind, over their thoughts, or they don't have the necessary tool, life tool, that we've picked up along the way through this thing called the curriculum, right? This curriculum of life, right? We have a curriculum of life. It's a curriculum. Every day, we have to endure all the ups, all the downs, all the trials, all the tribs. We got to endure all of it, the whole obstacle of life. There's a curriculum, ma'am, in the earth that you have to do. And you should know this already by 60. You 60 years old, you should know there's life's curriculum. Same way you had to matriculate in that school in order to get that nursing degree. The same way you had to matriculate in those higher universities in order to get that educational degree that you have, that you're able to teach our kids and our students right now. Yeah, there's a curriculum that you had to endure, right? And I'm here to tell somebody on the sound of my voice that there is a curriculum of life. There's a curriculum that you're going to have to endure till the end. It started, you matriculated, now you 50 years over the hump, like myself. I said, I'm 50 years over the hump. Ooh-wee. That's a blessing, y'all. If you live to get 50, did you hear me? Do you know how many people that came into this earth and left in their 20s? Do you know how many people came into the earth and left in their 30s? How many people came into this earth and left into their 40s? They left the earth in their 40s, young 40s. They left this earth. And so at the same time, I believe that if you've made it to 50, you blessed. I believe you blessed. I believe there's a sign of blessings upon your life. If you cross over that 50-yard line, that means that half of your life is already in the historical data books. The man, the myth, the legend. Ooh, that just dropped in my spirit. The man, the myth, the legend. That was somebody called me, one of my buddies. He said, there he is, the man, the myth, the legend. I was like, ooh-wee. When he said that, something resonated in my spirit. He said, the man, the myth, the legend. Yeah, that resonated in my spirit when he said that. And it is a man. I am he is me. I am the I am in the earth. That's okay. The myth about me, there's a myth. It's mystical. I embrace that word, the myth. And the legend, yeah, I'll embrace that too. Legendary. That's a big word, legendary. You know, legendary man. Y'all know I'm just sitting here talking for y'all for a whole hour. How much more? Oh man, it's only been 40 minutes. All right, y'all, we're gonna keep talking. Y'all got me here for an hour. Y'all know this is universal conscientiousness. And so we have to listen to this music. This is the strength of God. And so if you're lacking strength, if you're lacking power, if you're lacking discipline, if you're lacking anything in the earth that you know is your birthright, right? But you're lacking it when you know that financial stability is your birthright. So if you're lacking financial stability, then yeah, we need to tap into his strength. We need to tap into his power. We need to tap into his intellectuality. We need to tap into his resources. We need to tap into his financial, it's a search word as financial literacy. Yeah. We don't get taught these things in school right here. Financial literacy, no. Because I don't believe that when you start talking about financial literacy, what you're going to have to do is you're going to eventually start making some wrong decisions if you don't have financial literacy. Just like you might stumble up on some right decisions, but at the same time, you don't have no stable foundational truths to stand on that through your financial literacy. And they don't teach financial literacy in schools. I believe it's intentional. So one time for EYL, earn your leisure. Yeah. Teaching us financial literacy. How to do little tricks of the trade. You know. It's about $250. Make a deposit in your savings. And then call them and tell them you want a pledge loan. They're going to take it out your savings and put it in your checking. At the same time, you go back and pay the whole thing off. 90% of it. And then put the 10% of the loan that you done paid the 90% off. You put 10% in the bank just to kind of get the recurring payments. You got 6 recurring payments, then yeah. It'll shoot your situation up. Yes, it will. So at the same time, financial literacy is a key component in the earth at this moment. I just seen this young black young man too that just bought a building downtown by the Benz Stadium. He bought the whole building. Young dude too. Was interviewed. I forgot who was interviewing the other day. And yeah, he bought a whole building downtown. Young black brother. Yeah. Yeah. I hope everything be good. Millions of dollars he spent on this building. That came across the table of my hearing. I think he was interviewing with my brother name from Philly. That brother name from Philly, I think he's from Philadelphia. He over the African. Oh man, what that dude name? I can't remember. He's from Philadelphia. He be talking all good too. He be talking real good. Yeah. That name came. Dr. Umar. Hey, one time for Dr. Umar. Boy, that dude, that was something different, boy. Hey, Dr. Umar, my brother, let me tell you something, man. Pan-African panism. What is it? Dr. Umar Johnson. Yeah, man, one time for Dr. Umar, man. Yeah, hey, listen, man. I be sitting by watching y'all little YouTubes and all y'all little interviews. Boy, you be hitting the head on the nail sometime, boy. You be hitting the nail on the head. Yeah. Dr. Umar, if you ever get an opportunity to see my lives, my brother, if you ever get an opportunity to witness my capacity, I'd like to sit down and chop it up with you, soldier. You a deep, profound brother. We can learn a lot from you, man. You got all the education, the background, and building a school. Oh man, yeah, you doing your thing, soldier. I'm like, man, listen, man. Anybody that's moving forward in that capacity in the earth, yeah, man. I'm proud of y'all. I'm just proud. Yeah, I'm proud. I'm proud of everybody who's doing their thing. I'm just proud. I'm like an old unk in the earth that's proud. I guess I'm the unk in the earth and they want to unk me all the time now. Oh, unk, sit down somewhere. Unk, you good, unk? I'm good, nephew. I'm good, nephew. This lady, this older lady too, nephew me the other day. Hey, I think she told me she was about 70. I think she's 70, so she's right around my mom's age. Because right now my mom would have been like 73, right? I think she'd have been like 73. And she never made the 70. She made it to 69. My mom passed away at 69. And at the same time, so she never made it to 70. But this lady who I was talking to, I think she was 70. I said, well, you in my mom's bracket, because she would have been like 73 right now. My mom would have been 73. And so we started talking and we chopped it up a little bit. And then she gonna send me a text message telling me some, all right, nephew. And then I fired back at her, right? Y'all know I fired back at that lady. I fired back at her and said, all right, auntie. I put the TIE on it. AUNTIE. I put the auntie on the end. I like, all right, auntie. You wanna nephew me? I'm gonna auntie you. Auntie. Get somebody auntie off the street right now with auntie. Yeah. Oh, auntie. Oh, get what her name ended up being too. Y'all would never guess the type of things that be happening to me. Y'all would never guess. Y'all listen. Y'all would never guess the type of things that be trying to have and transpire with me, right? At the same time, right? Guess what her name was? Guess what this lady's name was? Her name was Essie. Who? I'm the owl in the tree now. Who? Now, who would ever guess that? Her name was Essie, my mother's name. Essie. She said, I'm Essie without the May. That's how she introduced herself. She said, I'm Essie. I'm like, Essie without the May? No, the May gotta be on there. She said, no, I'm Essie without the May. I'm like, but my mom, that's my mom. And she said, you lying. I said, no, that was my mother's name. My mom's name was Essie May. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So that lady's name ended up being Essie. Essie. I said, how you spell it? She said, I said, Essie. She said, yeah. I said, see, that's my mom's name, Essie. Yeah. And my great-great-grandmother. My great-great-grandmother name was Essie Mae Jones. Essie Mae. Yeah. Y'all don't understand what be happening to me out here. Let me tell y'all something I believe, right? Since we just sitting here chopping up this morning, I ain't really got nothing to say to y'all. You know what I'm believing? I'm starting to believe now that there's such a thing in the earth called quantum entanglement, right? And so this quantum entanglement, let's see about this right quick. Quantum entanglement, right? It's something going on with this quantum entanglement, y'all. Yeah, it's something that's going on with this quantum entanglement. Let me show y'all something right quick. Let me show you something right quick. Quantum entanglement.
According to Wikipedia, quantum entanglement is the phenomenon of a group of particles being generated, interacting, or sharing spatial proximity in such a way that the quantum state of each particle of the group cannot be described independently of the state of the others, including when the particles are separated by a large distance.
See that? And y'all know we're all particles. That's why I believe that the universe said, tell them that all of it is a part of it. I don't believe that we have the ability to deny any part of the diaspora because everything is connected to everything else. There's no one thing that's not connected to something else in the earth. And that's why when you talk about the blood that was shed on Calvary's cross for the remission of sins, why is not the power that was shed is the same power? It's the same blood. It's the same blood. We can't disconnect the blood. It's all the same. And so I believe that, listen, all of it is a part of it. And every particle that's seemingly separate, right, with quantum entanglement, that at the same time, we need a better, hold on, let me see some basic of quantum. Okay, this is the basics. Quantum entanglement is a bizarre, counterintuitive phenomenon, right? It's a counterintuitive phenomenon. Explains how two subatomic particles can be intimately linked to each other, even if separated by billions of light years of space. Ooh. Hey, look, boy, let me tell you something. We are quantum entangled. Some of us have distance between us, but we're still connected. We have distance between us, but it's still people out here in the earth that's connected to you from a quantum entangled perspective. And if you keep your ears and your eyes open long enough, you keep your antennas up high enough out of your head and just I can tell you this, you will attract people of like-mindedness to yourself, and people that already have been on their journey of enlightenment and journey of understanding and journey of conscientious walks in the earth. I guarantee you, people will start intertwining and entangle, quantumly with you because of the journey that they're on. And y'all energies pulled each other together. Y'all energies pulled each other in each other's direction. And before it's all over, y'all paths will cross. You have to be in the acknowledgement or the intuitions type state that intuition, that pineal gland state, the gland of intuition, to see that, oh, you here because of that. You're here to give me the light, the enlightenment that I need in order to get to the next realm, the next dimension. Quantum entanglement. Yeah. I got 5 more minutes with y'all. I made it. Hey, look, I made it. I made it. I ain't struggled this morning too much, but I made it. And I want to save the best for last because y'all know I got to come in here on a Friday to make up for today. I got here at 10:04. The other day I got here at 10:04. And then the other day I got here at 10:17. 17 minutes after the hour. Or 14 minutes after the hour. And so y'all know I'm going to come in on a Friday and let y'all have it real good. So I'm rounding everything up. You feel me? You heard they do at Walmart. They want to round your change up to the nearest dollar. I'll tell them no, I ain't rounding my stuff up. How about this 10:02? They round up to the nearest dollar. That means going to 11. Oh, you got 98 cents of my money in your pocket. No, sir. No, ma'am. I'm not rounding up to the nearest dollar. No, I ain't doing that. I say no thank you all the time. Because that change will add up in the earth. That change will add up to the point that when it's time for you to need that change, you ain't gonna have it. You done gave it to the society for the free. You don't even know who you gave that. You ain't even blessed that. That wasn't even a tithe because you didn't bless the person with the tithe. You blessed the corporations with the tithe, the institutions with the tithe. And I don't feel compelled to do that anymore. They got enough already in there. It's the people out here in the earth that needs the help. And so the universe told me, tithe to the people. The same way you tithe 1 hour a day, Monday through Thursday, in the 9 o'clock hour, you tithe 1 hour to the mind of the people. He said, tithe financial to the people. Tithe it to the person that's in need. Find somebody that's in need in the earth and tithe to that person. That's what he told me to do. And so now, since I've been keeping my antennas up and open and aligned and balanced, now I got to sit around and say, who am I supposed to bless this week? Who am I supposed to bless? Who am I supposed to look out for? Who am I supposed to tithe into? Who am I supposed to do it to? And so I keep my ears and my eyes open now. I've been ordered to tithe to the people directly. With that man at the conveyor belt in Walmart that put them items back, ma'am. He done put 4 items back, swipe the card, put 3 more items back, swipe the card again, and still ain't go. And he said, take 3 more off. He took 3 more off, he swiped the card, boom, it hit. It was enough. But at that cash register, at that moment, she had about 12 to 13, 14 items that he done took back. And after he made his transaction, and after he done went through the line and got got his bags and got the receipt, I say, sir, before you leave, ma'am, can you give all that stuff back to him? Can you round all that stuff up, those 12 to 14 items that he had put away, that he had put to the side? I say, put them all in a bag for him. And I tied to that elderly gentleman that was there, couldn't even let his card, wouldn't let the card wouldn't swipe because it kept declining because he didn't have enough on the card. But I guarantee you one thing, he left out that door with the items that he had put back. Because I tied to him, the person that was needed, the individual that was needed. It was a need. And he said, thank you, sir. Thank you, man. Thank you. I said, no, you good, soldier? He didn't even know that I'm ordered now to tithe to the people. All he was the blessee. I was the blesser at that moment. But I can tell you that it's been so many other times in the earth that I was the blessee. That the universe, the creator of all things, has always been the blessor. And he's always leading me, and he's always guided me, and he's always protected me. So I need that even to this day, his protection to lead and guide and order and orchestrate my steps as I move through this thing and matriculate through this thing called life. I need him to order my steps, keep me on the right path, make me stay in alignment to the understanding and the comprehensions of it all. And so when you move consciously, you have your antennas up, man, and you're moving with the spirit of understanding and comprehensions holistically in the earth, I promise you, the results will be that different. The results will come out better. Yes, it will. And so I made it for an hour. Okay, I'm an hour and 1 minute. Hour, 1 minute and 12 seconds. Okay. All right, I'm going, y'all. Hey, look. Hey, today was one of those days I just closed my eyes and just talked to give y'all an understanding and comprehension to a certain degree. I am Kendrick B. Davis Sr. I am your thought-provoking specialist, and I am your health conscious coach and your intellectual content creator. And today we talked about quantum entanglement. Is a bizarre, counterintuitive phenomenon that explains how two subatomic particles can be intimately linked to each other, even if separated by billions of light years of space away from each other. They're still intricately connected. And I believe that there's quantum entanglements throughout this whole entire earth that bring each other into each other's presence. Somehow or another, y'all paths will cross. You're just going to have to make sure that you're walking in conscious thoughts to say, it's something different about this person right here. It's something different about this young man. It's something different about this young woman. It's something different that has entangled us. Even though at one time we were light years away from each other, now we're in each other's presence. And you'll know it when you see it, because you'll understand it and you'll feel it and you acknowledge it. But anyway, I gotta go, y'all. I am Kendrick B. Davis, Senior, your thought-provoking specialist. I'm on assignment, and I gotta get up out of here. I will definitely talk to y'all tomorrow at 9 o'clock. Y'all be blessed.